What up?
Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. This is Smiley's Gardens, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, but it's the wormhole. Thank you very much, Smiley's Gardens, for giving me that gentle poke that you've done so many times over the last year and a half that I greatly need from time to time to keep this thing rolling. If people only knew how many pokes, gentle pokes that you've given me over the years. Over the years, yeah, it's going on years. We're over one now. Can I say years now since it's been past one?
Yeah, I
Is
guess.
it
I'm
not
not sure
like crossed?
not sure how that works. I guess I don't know. It's not past 2 years.
Can I lose you on my mic?
We're,
Oh, I muted you.
am I muted?
There we go. No,
Um,
no, it's me. I had you muted. My
um,
headset's not on. I didn't realize headset was not on. What the
working
fuck I hooked you up?
working on yours. Yeah, man. I
Oh,
hope
good.
everybody had a good Memorial Day. Those parades and such. No
Right
parade.
on, right on. Forgot about all the praise and stuff. Look at there's already a chat. I missed you guys.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
they run the parade down like the main street in my little town, and I'm like a block off the main street. So yeah, so we can walk right down to watch the parade or whatever. I wasn't up in time for it. I got up towards the end of it, but the grandson was. He got a bunch of candy, man. He was all fired up and bouncing off the walls. It was kind of funny. He's starting to get tired too. You could see him starting to crash from the sugar rush. I was like, oh the day, oh the day. Good luck with that one, honey. It's
Hey,
so
say hello to real quick, Smiley. I had to go grab my tea. Yes, I said tea and change this shirt. Thought I had already changed my shirt for it. No problem.
oh no problem. So what's going on,
Can't even
chat?
get.
Go get him. Now what's going on, everybody? Yeah, it was funny, man. The sugar crash. I remember the days when they get all wired up. In fact, now that I'm grandpa, that's like my responsibility, right? Like, so we get to eat dinner, and I get to feed them sugar. Here's dessert. Go back to mom. Have fun. get them, get them bouncing off the walls. There you go, honey. It's like payback for parents. I think that's how that works. You wait till they get their own house, and then you can go put fingerprints all down the wall. You can pop zits on the mirror, and you can get their kids all sugar hyped up, and then leave. So that's the parents' payback right there.
I haven't got to experience that yet. Those grandkids yet. I don't know how to feel about that, Smiley. At one point in my life, I was like, yeah, I don't want no fucking grandkids. I don't, too young to be grandpa and all that good shit. But now I'm like, man, kind of, kind of be nice, but I don't want to wish upon my daughters any more than they can handle, or maybe they help. Man. For all I know, they don't want kids. You know what
You
I
don't want to
mean?
wish that sickness on them.
Right, right.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely, man. It comes with a cost for sure, for all that. But it is worth it. Well worth it.
Sure,
Very
sure.
valuable.
But I'm still trying to get situated here. Man, it's like I haven't logged on here fucking week or something. No, that damn long,
Right? Forgot how to do it. We got to retrain you.
yeah.
Give you a day off. We got to retrain you.
man, all right, I got my headphones going. I got chat somewhat up. I moved my camera, so that's got me slightly threw off a little bit. Not too bad.
Yeah. I'm firing up some
Dead center now.
Sky Cuddler.
Sky Cuddler.
Sky
Is that what
Cuddler.
you said?
Yeah. That's a cool name, ain't it? I like the name. It's fucking badass. Sky Cuddler. It's like it's like a nice warm feeling, you know, like you're getting hugged by a cloud or something. I want to hug a cloud.
I hate to say it, but lately I would have wanted to hug a cloud too lately. It's been very comforting fucking feeling. Does it get any more soft and like cuddly than a fucking cloud?
I doubt it, man. I don't think that
Think
reality's there.
So is that the same feeling of, or is close to like jumping into a pile of leaves?
No, you're like jumping into a pile of mist. You're like running through fog. That is the deception though, man. When you're going up through an airplane or whatever, and you're just getting above the clouds, and they're like them white poofy kind of clouds. It does look like you could just run across them, like it'd just be a big bounce house kind of fucking thing. I don't think it would work that way, but it appears it would work that way.
All right, I gotta get some fucking weed. There's a little bit still on the tray, I guess. It's tiny nugs of some, I want to say it's citrus explosion. I know somebody corrected me last time. It's one of the testers from Tights that I never talk about or haven't talked about.
I got this.
It's either citrus. Go ahead, Tyler.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. Go on. I was just saying I got a purple one.
Oh, no. Ooh, herbs.
Side by side, you can see it a little better. That's all.
Pretty dark. That's pretty dark. Did you grow that? Is that one of yours?
Yeah. The perps, though, man. Do you like purple ones?
No, I'm not a fan. They're pretty. They're pretty. They have a very unique taste that I'm sure is great for a lot of good things. But as far as getting me medicated in the way I want to be medicated, it's not for me, man. It's like for the perps, for me, it probably like the oranges are for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can smoke that shit all day. And
not
fucking, not at all. Not even slightly.
I know. You're not even at first. Like, I feel like you get a buzz at first. Like, when you first smoke it, you're like, yeah, it ain't too bad. And then, like, 5 minutes later, you're like, want to smoke another one? They taste good. I don't know. Like, yeah. I'm with you on that on the perps. I haven't really had one that's kind of been like, pow, sit you down, boy.
That's the way some of that 1 and 2 of the Tiger King have been for me. They're, I get it. It's nice and high off it, but the berry side of it, I don't know what it is, but it's super tasty. And it's everything I'm kind of looking for in the pines, I guess, really. I mean, it's just not super piney. It's got that berry. But one, it's like nice and clean, you know what I mean? Nice, clear-headed, all that good shit. And, 2, I'm in a pretty decent mood. But I've noticed that when I smoke that shit with Lexus and other people, man, they're like, I look back and they're all like, I'm like, it's not hitting me like that, but it's obviously hitting you guys pretty good. So
Yeah, there's a lot of
Cheers,
people.
330.
Oh, boys,
What's up, man?
can you hear me all right?
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking purple weed. You like purple weed?
Yeah, I mean, what directly are you asking me? I don't like the fad of trying to change the color of your weed, and I don't pick it by its color. So kind of no.
Yeah. I'm with you, but I do know there's people that really like that's their shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit for them, you know, the perps or Urkel or whatever. But I'm just I don't know. My body chemistry it's not the one that really gives me what I like, I guess.
I feel like that's also going to give me a terpene profile, and this is totally like bro science. There's going to be more lavendery, flowery, and that's not my tip as it happens. So it might just be that.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah,
Well, as far as like a lavender goes, man, I've had some like lavender kush that had that like lavender tones to it, but it wasn't purple weed though. It just had that like lavender terps to it that was just
flowery,
absolutely delicious. Yeah, but purple weed, nah, I can't do that. So, do you think? Well, lavender's got the blue. As far as color goes, is it the same? Same things that make plant blue and purple. I mean, is it just a darker shade, longer time? I know there's a name for that. What is it? That anti-senescence. I knew I shouldn't even try it.
Anthocyan.
Yeah.
It's a carotenoid.
Just maybe in a larger dose that makes it, purple and blue in other plants, or is it a whole different chemical?
No, I think it's just a broader expression. Like all of them have it there, but then this one they express it more. I think that's how it goes.
I'm using a UVB, or I'm using quite a lot of UVB lights now as standard, so I can turn anything purple. But that isn't what you're talking about.
No, like the purple themselves will be. So I was showing like a bud of like the purple kind of bud or whatever, but where they're solid purple like that, you know what I mean? Like someone will throw the whole plant purple. I personally haven't seen them where they're purple and veg. I haven't seen that. Usually it's more at some point during the flowering process, they kind of switch over to that. Some of them get the tiger stripes in the leaves where it's like purple and green or whatever. And that's all I've ever witnessed. And if it gets real dark purple flowers, usually you can start to see that coming in with when the bud sets right away.
With the calyxes, yeah, with the.
But yeah, I don't know. That's been my experience with him. You seen him purple all the way?
I mean, yes, in herb I bought 15 years ago. But no, I've not grown something where it's like, oh, this is just a crazy purple strain. But to be honest, it's because I've never sought that out, really. Because to start with, when I first came onto Instagram, people were using a lot of filters. And it's like, this shit is beautiful. Why the fuck are you doing that with your stupid neon pink and purple and green buds and shit? So it actually was something which was like, it irked me. It was like, you fucking dicks. And then I noticed that people started having a category in their seed catalogs for the color. And it's like, fuck off with this already. It's a fucking medicine. Like the color of it. I already don't like the whole, I mean, I get that people have to sell their weed, but the whole, like, you're fucking around with something which is really, really beautiful and special to me. So that's where my come from with the whole color and fuck off with that. But it's pop culture, isn't it?
No, and yeah, they agree with some of the colors, and so I mean, there's ways to do it. So you wouldn't put like cooler temperatures. You wouldn't put ice and because you can get them to throw purples at the end with Just
I do play about with that shit sometimes. So it'll have one night where I just leave the aircon on and let it get real cold, and then obviously I use UV. But what I'm looking for is true expression. I'm not actually looking for color. I'm actually looking for a bit of stress and a bit of warning them that it's the end is nigh, more than trying to, you know, pretty it up as such.
okay. So how do you like the UVBs, man? What are you thinking with them?
Why? What are you saying? I don't like anything new.
I'm just curious what you think. That's all. I wasn't implying anything. I was just asking. I'm curious. You added them to your bars, or is that what you did?
Oh, UVB. What do I think about? Sorry, I missed what you said. Yeah, I bought Migro. I bought his UVB light, which is a fluorescent bulb, and stuck it in one of my rooms. I think I had immediate and amazing results, and then I bought 2 more for my other room. So I'm extremely impressed. I totally love it. It does this thing that I totally have never been able to find indoors. Like, I grew outdoors for 10 years before I came indoors, and the thing which I loved the most was this thing where your herb crusts off. I can't think of a word for it. It finishes, proper finishes, and like everything gets crusty and done and over. And then for me, that's like something I want to see and never really saw indoors. And so the UVB definitely finishes things off. Having said that, I ran 76 days on that one before I put, so everything like finishes off.
So you run full time? Whenever the lights are on, you're running it? No?
Maximum 2 hours a day in the last 3 weeks. Yeah. So, I say maximum. I then actually exceeded. That was the maximum I gave myself. And then on the last run, I think I did 3 hours in the last week.
What did you notice different then? Is it like a different, the plant freaks out or what?
Nah. You make sure you keep it 2 feet above the canopy. It's a really blue light, right? So it's just like what you would do if you, put a really blue light in. But you can't get it too close because it will stunt growth and piss stuff off. So you're sort of just trying to illuminate the whole room. What do you see? Definite color change. For me, weed I've grown before was terpia. It was stronger, much stronger in one particular case. Secondary metabolite stuff. And then also this crusting off, this finishing, a worn out look to the flower. Like, it's time to chop that down without even getting, I don't really like Eagle. I don't get the old eyeglass out and shit. When a plant's done. For me, I do. So yeah, it's finishing stuff off. And both the far red, the 730 nanometer, in conjunction with that, I definitely saw things getting to where I want. Ripening is what we're doing. Yeah. So it was an obvious and definite worth £80 worth of upgrade.
So I've kind of put some thought into that a little bit lately, as far as organics go and ripening, because you always hear, necessarily, flushing, you don't flush organics, blah, blah, blah. I think that's because you're counting on senescence or that ripening. It's all the same amount of nutrients are there, but the plant went so far that it shut itself off and went, no more.
Yeah, I'm done.
More but water. Yeah, fucking, I don't hardly want anything but just the bare minimum. And I think that's nature's way of flushing right there, is through that ripening process that senescence is, I guess you would call it technically, right?
True senescence would be the plant like moving the sugars into the fruit, and like finishing off, moving everything it can
as well.
Yeah. And that's been one of the arguments, and I'm not saying I'm on either side or whatever, but that's kind of an argument, is like, are you letting a plant senesce or are you starving it at the end, So like some of the guys that are or some of the discussion, I guess, is that you're possibly just starving it at the end versus like a proper senescence. So with a flushing or at whatever point you're inducing that. So if you let it go longer, could you be doing that to a strain to get an
In
earlier
cocoa.
finish? Yeah,
I think you can do the same thing in cocoa. In fact, that plant I posted today was a cocoa plant. That was well faded, well flushed out. Had fucking compost. I had composted it through that dairy dew on there. Fucking about what, 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, I threw that compost on top there. And even though it was still right on top, obviously still given, you know what I mean? The plant, like as we were talking about, has already went, even though it was there, and then in cocoa, theoretically supposed to be able to just suck it all up no matter what. And I should have flushed that shit out. I guarantee that fucking shit will burn just as white ash as a well flushed anything. You know what I mean? Plant said so. Plant said so. Plant said it was done. Flat out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It didn't just yellow out, right? It wasn't just like, I fed it and then I starved it. It was like, I'm done. I'm not taking that food anyway. So you can take it away if you want, because I'm done with it. And I think you're just talking about, you've just watched this process so many times, Eagle. It's just inbuilt to do that correctly rather than, oh, right, it's week 6, flush it out. You know, there's a bit of gardening going on with the gardening. But that post made me laugh, Eagle, because it's like, yeah, fuck, should have got the camera out sooner. Chopped all the good shit off and hanging upside down.
Yeah, I know. I've been guilty. I haven't
like
been
that.
posting a lot, but lately I've been like, thinking it's time, man. I gotta get back to my roots. Well,
Yeah.
why not?
For the first time in ages, though, there was some, I don't know what to call this, ritual. There was some ritual with the whole thing. I actually was like, not worried about the camera, really happy to be solo and like to take my time, and I actually enjoyed taking the rooms down and sort of, I haven't tidied up, but yeah, that was part of it. I was like, don't rush, don't get pissed off, just fucking do it bit by bit. It was nice. It was pleasant. It was part of the journey,
So, Smiley, is this good or bad time to ask? How are the Jack Skeletons coming? You see, I've got a little bit of work coming tonight. I was working in the garden tonight. Like I said, I was kind of sitting down, taking a smoke break, and I seen the little email that said, Smiley has entered the building. And I was like, shit. Might as well. So I kind of started running around, dropping what I was doing, and I got things together. But I was actually up potting the Chilumpium there behind me. They're already going into the tents.
Yeah.
Back there over my shoulder.
There's some of them that are getting a little bigger. I got a couple of them that are stretching above the other ones. So, but yeah, for the most part, they're not ready to be up potted. They're probably, I don't know, a couple weeks from being cloned, and I'll cut a clone.
These girls already showed sex. I got 4 confirmed so far that are females, and I know I got 2 males back there, which leaves 2 undetermined so far. That I have to. So, with that being said, I'm actually wondering. Well, I'm probably gonna just take notes and maybe some pictures of my males, the confirmed males, and take clones and library them like that. I should probably take one of the clones at least, and at least throw him in, I should say, to see what kind of structure he'll offer, and then pull him back out before he's got a chance to open up and dump. But at least he's an idea. Take him as far as I can take him without making that mistake.
That's kind of the thought I had as the first clone I take off him. when they root, I'll sex them, and then I can kind of let those run and do what you're talking about. It's kind of see what's there while the seeded plant, the original plant, is still in veg. So I'm not putting that, so I can still clone that original plant. I'm just taking the clone and running that one out to see what it would do. But so, did we ever decide if are we doing a Colombian male or a Colombian female? I mean, we don't know.
We never decided. No, we figured we would just kind of let it play out and then kind of put our
the best of each one, the strongest looking of each, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, this boy is better than the opposite team.
Are we gonna do? Yeah.
There's always the opposite. You know, we could always swap. You know, you could just maybe give me your male, or I could give you my female, or whatever, and breed out two different batches. Your male, my male. You know, I don't know. That's
it might be interesting.
We could do a battle of the dads. It'd be like a Colombian dad versus a Jack.
And we could note the differences. You know what I mean? For sure, is kind of maybe. You know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, do you open it up to a bunch of variable, or do you want to just do what we think's the pick and make that happen? Then everybody can grow the same batch of seeds. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right. I guess that is too big of a variable, but it'd be fun to do maybe for like a round 2. That right there. I mean,
you just swap them straight over, yeah.
Yeah. We basically, we could, release one round of seeds, let everybody kind of fucking grow that out, and then release the second round, and then maybe find a winner of those two, and maybe then at some point smack those together to make the final.
That keeps us busy for the next 3 years then.
That definitely buys some time.
That's just it. Yeah, it makes it. But I mean, whatever. It's a fun.
I was putting a post up yesterday about the jelly beans, and it's like fucking embarrassing. I don't know how long ago these fucking got popped, but it was a fucking long time ago. I think I'm the only one who isn't finished yet. Fucking hell.
Did you just pull it down? Mine just got.
I just flipped it, dude. I just flipped it. Yeah.
I was one of the last two. Mine, I just pulled some down. So.
How's it looking?
Was it a beast there?
Dude, it's going to be a fucking beast. My wife was like, "What? Why has it got so many tops? Like, Jesus Christ!" I was like, "Yeah, it's been in there a long time."
That's nice. Yeah, they do, man. They get big. That's a vigorous plant.
It has a presence about it. Like one particular one in there. They all do. There's 3 of them. And then another thing. But there's one particular one. It's like, oh, these are outdoor genetics, man. This is a fucking tree trunk. But I think it's just part of that's an old strain and it's well worked. And, is that some of it?
I don't know. I think it's got a lot
done properly.
I think it's got a lot of narrow leaf kind of sativa type would be what I would picture from it. I don't know.
That's for me too. That's what I'm looking for, some uplifting. That's what I'm expecting.
Oh, you definitely gonna get that uplift.
Right.
And that's another thing too. But for me, it's in that orange category where I can smoke it all day. But everybody else I've passed it to has been like, hey, it gives me that real euphoric, kind of uplifting feeling. I gave my daughter, she's like, man, I smoke that shit. I could give a shit about anything. Just kind of, I'm like, oh, that's good, I guess. I wish I could kind of get that out of it. I could really use a big fat joint of some I don't give a fuck, but it is what it is. I'll keep trying.
This gelato and Gorilla Glue cross is take me on a journey shit. It's like walking along, like summer's day shit. I am enjoying it because I've been on some put you down shit. And so for the sun to come out, we've got blazing weather at the moment, and to also have something which is like really, it's a really good hybrid. It's 50-50 is how I'd put it, but it's totally like dreamland.
So do you ever rate weed like when you're stony cruising and you start missing streets or where you got to turn or you forget where you're going and shit? Like, damn, that was good weed, man. Like, I was supposed to turn way the fuck back there. I didn't even see it. Damn it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm describing to you, dude. That exact buzz. And it's like, when I'm a bit dumb and a bit forgetful, I like that in a way. I can find that funny. Like,
God, I hate to admit this, and I'm about ready to very much put my foot in my mouth. But as I listened to the conversation before me, it wasn't a month ago that I had that very same problem. And as I kind of deduce and do the math a little bit, I was smoking that fucking jelly bean. That I was totally fucking. I actually went like 20 miles out of my way. Fucking shit, smoking that shit. That's no word of a lie, man. I went to West Branch, and then it's supposed to, you take 55 and it doubles back, through Prudentsville, and they kind of like run parallel at some point to Long 75 there, and I'm smoking, taking that country route. I got a fucking load of fucking toilet flooring in the fucking back of the truck. And I fucking come up to this one point where I should have just veered off and went, to fucking Prudentsville there. And fucking, I panicked. I'm like, oh, no, holy fuck, where am I? Kind of thing. And fucking, went the opposite direction. And by the time, I fucking realized what I am, I'm like, oh, I'm on the fucking highway going south. Now I had to drive fucking 10 miles south to West Branch, and get back off to make that turnaround. And then, by then it was like, man, I fucking might as well just stay back on the highway. So I ended up like getting off, turning back on, coming right back. Fuck the scenic route at that point. I'm like, I'm late now. I might as well just blast it down the highway. But yeah, totally fucking spaced right off. Man. Fucking enjoyed the moment.
I just got my brother that the other day. We were going to, well, he helped me do the air conditioning stuff or whatever. We were riding out there and he was driving because he had the vehicle for it, but he was like, we smoked beforehand, and I'm like, how you like this? This is a new one or whatever. Yeah, it's good. We get going down the road, and he's like, he missed like 2 turns. I was like, nope, this way. Like, you got to turn here, dude. Like, yeah, it was just good, huh? It was just okay. Get the stony vibe going.
I definitely was tore up that day. It's funny is I got a little text today from that job. That gentleman, basically, that was that one was for tattoo guy, that first bathroom. And so I get a text today. Fucking he leaving names out. He says, "This is bad at you." I'm like, what? What the fuck you talking about? And they don't smoke. Says, yeah, she found one of your joints on a paint can. I'm like, oh shit. I remember that one. He says, if he would have found it, the son would have found it, which is like 15, she would have been all mad, super mad. And I thought, A, you should have known better because that thing's been out in the fucking weather for like a month. Who's going to just pick up a butt that's been out there for like a month? Weathered, whatnot. Come on, that'd be nice. For one.
Moldy.
I said, 2, And I said, 2, it'd be worse if you got a hold of those cigarettes you guys smoke. That shit'd kill him. And then 3, I said, did you tell her about the fucking big old pile of dudes I left outside your place the other day? Because I was chiefing pretty good when I got a little work down there on my brakes. After hours. But I had a nice little. That was what brought up the conversation about how much do you smoke, because I had already had like a fucking 7-joint pile. Like he's got like a little privacy fence where they go out there and smoke. And I was like setting them on one of the rails. You know what I mean? The rails and fencing there. Right behind the post, I was setting joints. And he had a nice little, he's like, geez, man, what fucking were you smoking today? Because at some point, like somebody, person popped up. I'm like, I'm out there smoking. I'm like, oh, you want to smoke? I just kind of reached over and I had a half a joint right there. I'm like, here, fire that up. He's like, holy shit, how many of those fuckers you got over there? I'm like, no, all right, man, I'll take care of it. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You got done, right?
Leaving trails.
Yeah, that is the other thing. I'm getting a lot of stuff done. Not being nailed.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you got a proper plan before you go into the job, and you gotta make sure that you take consideration to be safe while you're on the job.
That is 100% true. And if you sit and consider for a while, your plan will change to a better one.
Yes.
The longer you leave the job, the design changes.
It's not always a better one, but it does change.
My original design is always the most expensive and the most electricity consuming. And then I'm like, right, can I do that with fans without an air conditioner? Just a minute ago, I've only just got into this aero cloner, and now I'm like, can I get a water chiller for my aero cloner? Oh, I can. Right. What's the best way to do that? And then I was like, oh, but then that adds heat to the room because the water chiller makes a load of heat. And it's like, same shit as always, man. So maybe I won't throw money at it.
I'm just on the opposite end of that, Green 13. My first round clear-headed design would be the cheapest, most economical design.
Really?
Because I'm cheap at heart. Yeah. I want to go bare bones. Want to do it, but as I smoke and design, it's more the opposite. Fuck the money. This is cool. Yeah, I can have that. Ooh, this would be cool. Yeah, let's inlay that. Or, something. Yeah, definitely the design gets more expensive as.
Right. I have a history of trying to make myself happy with money, and I don't do it anymore, really. And so I start with that most expensive design because I want to throw money at the problem. And then as I move through it, I remind myself that that's not how I live life anymore. And do we need any more plastic on the planet? And I end up making it with parts out of the shed. And then I'm very proud of myself. So, because I already own all this shit.
There's a lot of truth to that. A lot of shit. If you do it for any length of time, it's fucking weird how that shit accumulates. Because I remember start out and you're like, fuck, there's a lot of equipment to buy, you know what I mean? There's fans and this and a light and that thing, and then it's like after a couple years of doing it, you're like already on to the next light and shit. And then you got two rounds of lights that are sitting off to the side before you know it, and you're like, what the fuck? You got all this equipment piling up. It's like, dang. That's the way it goes, though.
I had 800 pounds worth of lights spread out in the kitchen the other day, and I pulled them all apart with a screwdriver and was like, actually, I'm not going to do this. And then I left them there for a couple of days. So my wife kind of scooped them up into a box and put them by the back door, and we chucked them back in the shed in parts. They were complete lights. They cost £800 when I bought them. They have zero value. I wouldn't even plug them in because they're so inefficient. I feel like it would cost me money to run them. So, but that's how it works, right? It's something that was like, yeah, hopefully it doesn't keep working like that, but that's how LED tech went, really. Bit like
I'm right
Pentium
there
1.
with you guys. I've got these lights here I've got lights coming that need space. So it's a matter of what I'm juggling around because I don't want to throw up another tent, cramp myself a little further. So something's got to move. So I've got these HIP lights here, fucking, or HID. I always say that wrong for some reason. But, well, it makes sense. So but they're the XXL hoods here. So they're fucking 30 by fucking 28, something like that. They're massive hoods. Just to take them down and put them on the shelf literally is going to take up a 3x3 fucking area. Even if I like baste them together, fucking tape, because I've done this. You know what I mean? Put bubble wrap in between them, put them together, fucking tape them together just to save some space and shit, and put them in a corner. That's a 3x3 area just to, and like you're saying, they're fucking really not even worth storing. You know what I mean?
You gotta have the guts to throw them away.
Yeah, I know it. They're more sentimental than anything. I would be setting myself back to actually plug them back in at some point. You know what I mean? The cost that it's gonna fucking take to run them. You know what I mean? So the only thing I can actually think, and again, there's 4, and they're gonna fucking be stored somewhere, is keeping them again for some fucking reason. But the reason I think at that point, I think I'm gonna actually, because I've got so many stickers on both sides of them. You've seen one side, they're pretty stickered up. The other side's that stickered up too, because you used to be able to see both sides of them in another row. So they have some sentimental attachment there, sadly. So I'd like to keep them so when, ever I actually build my pole barn there, to use them, put them up in this, actually light the workshop or some portion of the, have them up there, even maybe in the smoke room, light up the smoke room with regular, LED bulbs. You know what I mean? Just hang them high or whatever.
Just to add a bit of insult to it, yeah.
It'd even be cool to put one over a pool table, I think. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't want to throw them off.
I have seen it done, where it's exactly what you're talking about. I forget where it was. Was it even on this show, maybe, where someone was like, I've got my HID, and it was totally it wasn't a light. It was just there as a piece of art. And it totally worked. And like, if you've got tall ceilings, why not?
I was gonna say, hang it above the poker table, except for the opponent's chair, and then somehow have a remote to it, so whenever they like go all in with a big bet, you can like turn the light up on them. So see, like when they're interrogating you or something, like shining the light on them real fast. No.
In fact, that's kind of threw off my whole sticker game, to be honest with you, the LEDs. Because now I look at these LEDs, I'm like, what am I going to put my fucking stickers on? I don't want to
put them on my
aircon.
Put them on my dehumidifier.
Yeah.
Can't put them on the lights, really. I just, doesn't work as well, does it?
No.
Especially not strips.
I would imagine, like, I don't know, Chad was saying in chat that California is, cracking down on that. And I would imagine that would be in a lot of bigger like bigger cities or where there's a lot of people and there's already a big strain on the electrical system to where, yeah, there could be some consideration to who's drawing what from that necessarily,
What are you saying? California's cracking down on stickers? Fuck's sake, man. They're just stickers.
LED
I
light.
know. I got you. I
guess it does crack down on stickers. It's an inadvertent consequence.
Nerf. Yeah.
Now the light companies will come out with a sticker spot for them. The next one will have a spot for stickers on it.
We're supposed to go on your skateboard anyway.
I've been putting them on a door. I put them on my door.
Nice.
Somebody
That's
said,
where they used to go.
Yeah, what are you going to do when you move? I'm taking my door.
I took the door.
Yeah.
I took the fucking door. Yeah, I did. It was in storage. There's a lot. There's still in fucking. But I didn't take the frame or anything. It was just like a plywood door. You know what I mean? I was just like, It's funny. They had to have known. There is no way they could have not. The next owner could have went into that attic and went, okay, this couldn't have been anything but a grown. I think I even left like the emergency blankets on the walls and shit. You know what I mean? It was that obvious. There had the reflective material through the center and shit.
Maybe they thought you were really into protecting your stuff that you had in storage. You had vent fans in there and all kinds of stuff. Make sure that it was right.
I keep the property nice. Guy looked after the place.
The fucking wiring. I took the fucking wiring and everything. There's actually 2 slots in the fuse box, 220 empty slots. You know what I mean? So 4 missing pegs. They were clearly marked veg and fucking flour. And fucking, I actually fucking heaved the 220 because it was 10 gauge. Fucking 10 gauge wire all the way a couple 100 feet of that shit. I was like, fuck this is going right in my next grow.
Of course you did, Eagle. Mr. Reclaim strips the wire out of the house. Do you want these carpets? We bought the hot carpets with the house, dude. Come on.
No, just the wire now. That's the stuff that I put in for the grow now. It's not like I put it in it's our full wall wire.
With no electric.
They're trying to use the bathroom. Honey, the lights won't work. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think it went into these blank spots labeled veg and bloom? Maybe we should put new wires in there.
The telltales.
Oddly enough, I think that cat grows in that fucking, because it was funny because I drove by there several times. I've told you the story of my biker buddy showing up over there to claim my packages that was sent not that long ago, and it's funny the similarities of the type of person that lives there, because I obviously was a carpenter, had it all set up for carpentry, and turns out he's obviously some kind of, it looks like carpenter tradesman, you know what I mean? From what I've seen laying around in the yard, it seems like same. He's got boys. It looks like he's got all boys there. I had all girls, you know what I mean? And I can tell because I've been through there during the winter time. I know the hot spot in that garage, and that same hot spot is still a hot spot when I drove by. You know what I mean? Missing snow. So I think they actually, the person that bought that house was like, oh yeah,
this is perfect. Perfect. Did you see the fucking fuse box? There's gotta be somewhere around here. Honey, we gotta have this house. It's already set up.
Is it where the loft
the other end of the wires are?
Is it the one with the loft with the right? So is there water also going up into the loft, like water pipes, and it's already done?
Oh no, that's well, that came a little bit. I've showed the picture of that. It's like right underneath there. I left the ladder that I actually ended up like permanently attaching it, aluminum ladder. So I got to the point I could do it. Anyway, on a construction was able to walk almost like up steps, you know what I mean, on that angle. So I got pretty used to it anyway. But I ended up putting a laundry sink right through there where I got my water from. And I ended up getting so kind of lazy because I was keep pulling up 5-gallon buckets up that fucking ladder constantly to water. I ended up getting sick of that shit and putting a hose. I just take a hose up there, fill up the bucket, mix whatever I had fucking do up there, man. It fucking saved so much time, so much fucking time, pain. Yeah. So there was water in the garage right under there, under the hole.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a little setup.
What do you mean GR420 ready to use? As in it had been previously used?
That's what I took it. It's already running. Move in ready.
I remember that story. Yeah, this was similar, very similar.
Right, wicked.
Hey man, I don't know. I bet that would be a plus. I mean, if like-minded individual were to move in there, I would think it was cool if I moved in a place and was like, hey, it's a fucking hidden door here. Look at that. He's got a big space right here.
With a load of ducting. This is nicely done. He must have been a fucking proper stoner because it's done right.
Yeah. Just happens to be all these electrical outlets in the right spots. It's kind of awesome. Oh wait, you took the wiring. So.
Okay, well, it's interesting you say that because in my chimney there's a hole with a big fucking vent going into it. So I'll show you a picture. I wonder if that is what it was. It's a shit space though.
Sometimes my cheeks hurt. You guys crack me up too much. I'm talking to chat too. Random comments in the chat. Yeah, that's cool.
Southern BT grower completely throwing me off that I changed. Jesus, throws me off when you guys do that shit.
Look at you two old men scowling while you read chat. Oh, I'm sure I was the same.
Squinting, that's not scowling. That's
squinting. Yeah.
I'm getting on the border where I'm gonna have to get them glasses.
Dude, I just
hang off the end of my nose and stuff. And then when I'm talking, they'll just be down here. And then when I want to say something serious, I'll look up through them.
About 4 years ago, the optician said to me, in 4 years, your eyes are going to just flip and they're going to do completely the opposite to what they do now. I was like, oh yeah. And that has happened. And now my glasses are directly useless. Like, I don't need them at all now for this short stuff, screens and stuff like that, and reading. But anything over there is gone. It's like, it's apparently a really common thing where your eyes just change. And probably I'm going to have those split ones where down there I have to have one lens and up there another. But COVID, can't go. Sorry. It's
Can't
just
go
one of
there.
those things.
Can't go there?
I can now. I can. It's just more money to shell out in it. Things seems like they've loosened up around here a little bit.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, everything's kind of in Michigan. I think June 1st now. It's all like, I don't know. It's all been kind of no mask, pretty much. I don't know. I think they're assuming people got the shot or whatever. They got jabbed. So now they're not asking.
So surely then it's, if that's the answer, then surely if enough of you have got it, we can crack on, yeah?
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea, and it was kind of funny because we were talking. I'm just gonna tell the story because we were talking with the kids, and they're in high school, right? And now it was like you had to have a mask, you know what I mean? So you were weird if you didn't wear the mask. Well, now it's getting to where like enough of the kids have gotten the shot or whatever, or got jabbed, and they've now it's like if you wear a mask, everybody looks at you like, oh, you didn't get it yet? You know what I mean? So now I started cracking up when they were talking about this the other day. Because I'm like, we're the fucking star-bellied Sneetches, dude, from Dr. Seuss. Like, you go out and get your star on yours, you know, and then all of a sudden it's, no, you get it without the star now or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, dude, I was dying.
It's a really interesting glimpse into things we didn't know, isn't it? When you start that conversation with your friend who you haven't seen for a while, and you're like, let's say it's a girl. I bumped into a girlfriend the other day, and I was like, "Are we kissing?" And she was like, "Yeah." And it's like, but you don't know, because she might be like, "No, I'm not even touching." You know, like people have changed, things have changed. So it is kind of interesting to have this new, whatever it is.
Nothing changed, dude. Nothing changed. It's so maddening. I don't know.
But it's the site. But I perversely like the sort of working out where people are at. Like, I knew my sister was going to be a psycho about it because I just knew she was. Like,
no, and I get it, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you were a germaphobe or whatever to begin with, that probably freaked the fuck out, dude. Like, I don't like spiders. I would be considered probably an arachnophobe. I don't freak out and cry. But if I saw a wall full of spiders, I might start crying. I might kind of scream like a girl. I don't know. It depends. So
this shit is beyond our control.
Right?
To a degree.
Yeah. So
it's beyond what we've worked on at this point, let's say. Yeah,
I've never been too bad with spiders up until it was like, well, fuck, at the last house I started seeing some pretty big wolf spiders. Wolf spiders can get pretty big. And then there was one up here that I watched. It was a good sized spider, and I noticed like on the where it puts out the what do you call it, silk. It looked weird. Something looked weird to me about it. So I fucking go to kill that motherfucker, and it was like 10,000 little spiders. Fucking
dude, that's the worst.
And I was like, I honestly thought I was like hallucinating there for a second. And I'm like, holy shit. But yeah, it's the thing. I'm like, oh God, that is so gross. How many more are there? That's the next question. How many more are there motherfuckers around here? I just see the numbers. Just the sheer numbers instantly went off in my head. It wasn't necessarily, it was like, holy cow, if that one's carrying that many, that can't be the only one around here, basically.
Yeah, it'll freak you out real quick, man. There's millions of them little things. You don't see them, dude. Like I've had that too, where you don't really see them until your eye, like you say, your eyes almost got to focus. Like you're kind of like tripping out. Like what just happened? Like what just happened?
Now's the time. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know if that's a fucking thing or not. It just naturally go at night, but around 2, 3, 4 o'clock at night is usually around the time that I see them bitches, man. They're just like, oh shit, you're up. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I've actually had one of them wolf spiders fucking like have like the fucking standoff with me. We've sat across the room and looked at each other and like, I see you, I see you. That motherfucker charged right at my feet, and I was like, yeah, right, stomp. You lost that battle. Fuck you. I don't know. Your eyes must be fucked up.
We were
can't
fine
see, but
until
I'm like
you came over here.
Yeah, I was 1,000 times bigger than you. What do you think you fucking think was gonna happen here?
Some of them do get crazy when they get even foot. It's like, you're not gonna hide under my foot. What are you doing?
Did you think you was gonna just roll that quick over top my shoe and fuck it? Some of them fucking bitches can jump though. Yards can jump and stuff.
Yeah. The jumping ones actually, they're the ones that roam around. That's the ones that freak me out the most. Like the ones that stay in a web, not too bad. I kind of know where you're at, right? Like, oh yeah, he's up over in that corner over there. He's good. He's probably gonna stay in that corner. But the ones that roam around are the ones that they're the motherfuckers trying to stalk your ass. Like when you're not paying attention and shit. They're like chilling on your shoulder or something.
I absolutely have no problem with spiders at all. Like, I have got some terrible phobias, so I'm not going to in any way judge, but I've got one that makes me lose consciousness. But I'm not concerned about spiders. However, my house is 120, 130 years old. If I'm lying on the sofa and they want to run about on the carpet, come on, guys, I'm relaxing. Like, I don't want to believe you might be getting up on me.
Right.
So, yeah. I drop a glass on those ones, but they're, yeah.
That makes it fun.
There's nothing dangerous here, though.
No.
They're all just creepy.
I think
Not
that's
dangerous.
where they fucking learn, to be honest with you. Just like Nessie. You know what I mean? They've been in that fucking 200-year-old son of a bitch forever. They've been in the walls. They probably got, you know,
in the fireplace.
That's why
they found a way to survive and shit.
That's why he didn't kill it. He dropped a glass on it because the minute he squished one of them, like 1,500 of them come out of the walls and shit. They're like, oh shit.
Oh no, fuck all that.
Right.
My bugaboo for some reason snakes, man. I'm right there. I'm right there. The noises you probably make with spiders, I'm right there with snakes. You ain't getting me to hold one of them motherfuckers. I see one. My instant knee jerk action is just, where's the shovel? I'm gonna take care of that right now. Boing.
You get some up there, do you?
Man. Huh?
Do you get some wild snakes? You got some, yeah? Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, it's big, good size
We really don't have any. I mean, we kind of have two types, but we really don't. I've seen one maybe twice in my life, like grass snakes. But, well. And you're out in the woods as well, so yeah, fucking hell.
Man, in fact, I went over there. I was to the job I was working on the other day, and that's, you know, it's not like fucking, you know, a big city, but it's, you know, it's pretty populated over there. It was right on the main fucking drag, which is, you know, pretty damn busy. I'll come around this corner, and like there's a fucking fox looking at me right there, and I'm thinking, and he wasn't intimidated at all. I'm like, man, you are way out of your fucking area. And he's like, yeah. I was pulling in. I stopped. He stopped. We like looked at each other. I was like, man, that ain't no dog. It was scraggly looking and shit. I'm like, that's a fox. And he gave two shits about me or anybody else. Broad daylight. I'm like, holy cow! I was surprised. I was surprised to see a fox out so far out of the element up here. But yeah, it happens, man. You see weird shit up here.
In London now, I'm not going to call it an epidemic, but there's certainly a fox problem. And that's 8 million people. And because of all the bins and whatnot. And it's like you say, Eagle, they don't give a fuck about you. One stole into someone's house and pulled the baby out of bed. It's like, yeah.
What?
Yeah, because, yeah. And that's just
Wow.
a fox. But yeah, scary shit. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's an isolated incident, but they're definitely, you see them. So if you're out clubbing and like you're coming home early in the morning, you'll see them everywhere, pulling bins, and they just go where the food is.
Yeah, they're like a vermin, like raccoons around here will tear into their trash or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. I always think of foxes as like a cool, majestic thing. I don't see them very often though, so they're a pretty rare thing. So when I get to see a red fox, that's cool as fuck.
Now, see, Smiley, that was the case the other day when I seen one. I see them all the time out here, man. They're pretty prevalent where I'm at. But the other day I seen one. I come up, the end of my road, which butts into like a forest view. There's like a driveway right there. And I seen this fox just coming through the trees, man. It was like crazy fast, man. I'm like, man, it was bright red. It's so fast. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, that's just majestic, man. Look at that. That's nature at its best. But when I seen the one the other day, man, that fucker was scraggly. It looked like it was like kind of like ready to fight. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, you got a sandwich? Huh? What? I'm hungry. Fucking law. That's kind of add to that one. I'm like, man, that's kind of one you want to fucking just get out of the fucking truck and, the board or something. Here, motherfucker. Takes right out the bat. You know, he's got a problem with you right out the gate. Right out the gate. It wasn't the majestic experience like the other day. It was like confrontational experience.
Eagle's talking shit to the fox. What, motherfucker?
I talk shit to the fucking turkeys, man. I fucking get high, fucking drive down these country roads. Excellent. I'll be like, come on.
So, bitch, I own you.
Yeah. I'm stopping and watch fucking Tom fights, man. Just like, sit down, just like sit there and smoke. And get out of control, just kind of honk the horn. And you see the other one getting the better, be like the ref. Get it, fucking knock it off, you fuckers.
I swear to God, the biggest reason I got the dog is so that I've got something to talk shit to. That dog gets wild shit. Oh, really? We're fighting? Come on then, motherfucker. Yeah. And it means I'm not as crazy if I'm talking to the dog.
Yeah. That was crazy.
You've never sat outside with a cup of coffee and mimicked the bird. Never mimicked the bird fucking whistle or some shit fucking outside, middle of nowhere. Fucking just, I do it all the fucking time.
My neighbors are heavy drinkers, and they because when they go out to empty the glass bin, it takes like a minute. Yeah, I better not talk too loud. Anyhow, the other day I was sitting in the garden and I was talking to the dog and I was like, what the fuck is that smell? But of course they don't know I'm talking to the dog. And they'd opened their bowl behind me. I was like fucking embarrassed through the fence, like, why am I talking out loud? Jesus Christ. I thought my compost had gone anaerobic or something. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Sorry. And I heard their back door. I was like, oh.
In fact, that trying to talk to the animals behind, talk to the animals has gotten nothing but worse since I kind of went down the fucking forest bathing, the fucking, the Buddhism, the spirituality we were talking about off air earlier, Smiley. That whole deal. now I'm more trusting a little bit with like nature and shit. I can just totally fucking see my stoner ass fucking getting totally mauled one day, just fucking trying to fucking come here, little fucking animal. Yeah, trying to come here, little squirrel. Fuck, that was a bad call. That was a bad call. Note to self. Bradley.
Looks so cute and fuzzy though.
My luck, I'd be mimicking when the fuck I'd come in at the wrong moment, like during a squirrel fight shit, where like they're using words that I don't even know. Fucking bitch whore. And I'm all mimicking. They're like, why is he calling you a bitch whore? Why is he calling you a bitch whore?
Fuck this! This dude's not even in this thing. What the fuck?
Holy my fucking dad.
Or you're talking shit and 10 other ones are standing behind you. That was on Family Guy. He was like hunting and he's got the one deer through the sights or whatever, and then he like pauses for a second. He's not going to shoot the deer, and he turns around. There's 10 of them behind, 10 deer behind him with baseball bats and shit, fucking beating his ass. Funny.
Oh man, I rolled that joint.
Or 20 any second.
I still got some time. Still find the papers. And go in there. And that's all out of whack.
Did you say 20 seconds?
I said 420 any second.
Any second. Be about the delay, but cheers.
Cheers.
I'm smoking another
We had
one.
We had a public holiday yesterday, so it's a slow old morning this morning. Still quiet out there.
What holiday did you guys have? We had Memorial Day. Did you guys have? You do a Memorial Day too? Yeah. I didn't realize. I thought that was an American holiday or whatever. I don't know.
It's a bank holiday. I didn't even open the paper.
That makes sense, actually. We have a bunch of those. Some of them get.
We do too. We're always lobbying for more, though.
Yeah, shoelaces need a holiday.
Yeah. Come on, everyone uses them.
Yeah. Revolutionary, one might say.
Yeah, they could have been up against the wall when Velcro came along, right? But still, laces.
Laces. No.
So smiling. What are your thoughts? I love, I actually love kind of like on-air conversations sometimes. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So what are your thoughts on traveling south? Hook up with Ross and Bob this week.
I'm down, yeah. That'd be cool.
Think we could coordinate a day? We'll both go down at the same time.
Sure. Yeah. Let me know the day. I'm down. Tomorrow? Or today? Whatever it is.
Tomorrow would be kind of tough.
Hang on.
After tomorrow. Anytime after tomorrow, I'd be more flexible.
Bob's in town. Where's he at?
I'm not for sure. He did kind of say the exact town, but I don't recall. Right,
But far south, basically. Is it far?
Yeah. It'd be a couple hours, probably a 3.5 hour drive somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
For me.
It'd be a good day trip for Eagle, for sure.
Well worth it, though. Well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, to link up. hell yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
No, definitely, man. Let me know if yeah. I guess any day but Wednesday would work for me. So I'm pretty well caught up.
I'm so close. I'm like so close. Actually, as I fucking trying coerce to try to get to work tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna fucking go over and do the bare minimum. It's like maybe 20 minutes worth of work. Longer. It's gonna take longer to drive there and back than it is to actually do what needs to be done there, which is like that little sanding of the drywall right before you paint. You know what I mean? It's literally, I could have left the fucking drywall sanding spots there and went, just knock down the high, whatever you see that you don't like. But I'm going to go over there and do it myself real quick. So there's no excuses why I can't be paid, and so I can put plumbing in the club. Bullshit. But I'm coming back home to get some shit done, man. I got so close. Phone's gonna be planted up. You know, I just harvested, so there's everything's got to be flipped. You know, I've already got the girls in there, but you know, beds, everything's got to move through the perpetual cycle, and then I'll be good for a minute. God, it's been so close, man. Everything's back to kind of capacity. It hasn't been flowed this well in probably about 2 years. Easy. It's been kind of, you know, since it's moved this well. So it's good to have things up and running like they should be.
Yeah. Well, it's just one of them things, man. When it's perpetual, it's like, yeah, you can kind of skate on one thing or another for a day or something, you know what I mean? But if you do that enough, all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I got everything's piled up now. You know, it's like before you know it, it's like everything's piled up. So yeah, then you get caught up, and that's nice.
But with that being said, too, there will be, you know, definitely be a few more days where, you know, wormholes. I'll be sitting in the background as wormholes. That's another thing too. I've kind of made that choice with myself that, you know, I've got to keep things on point. I've got to fucking make some decisions on where I got to cut some corners for time. You know what I mean? Keep things up and rolling. So that's one of the things, man. Why I kind of took the time off, man. I shortchanged myself, as you talked about, like the, you know, so many times, man. Go long tonight, go do this, do that, fucking, you push it up, push it up, push it up. Next thing you know, fucking, everything's fucked. Not necessarily fucked, but man, now you're overwhelmed is a better word for it, because now everything's done. You know, I'm up here by myself. There ain't nobody to do what I do other than me. You know, you're the same way. You get, you know, they get that list too far gone, and it's fucking hard to catch up. Then take on other shit like I have, which is, I still fucking show up thinking, man, I've got to cut this off my plate. Last few times I've showed up with them tool outside, I'm like, man, this has been fun, but I got to take this shit right back off my plate. This has been fun, a nice revisit, but this isn't what I'm doing.
Or you're yourself trying to do it all day, you know?
Tough, too tough. Hearts in the garden. Hearts in the garden.
Yeah.
Or with the cannabis plant in general, I should say. It's funny how all science can lead you back. You know what I mean? Right back. Right back to the past. Yes. Guess it's just meant to be. So,
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Just babbling high. Happy to be back on, I guess.
What happens?
Light it up again, Tim. Cheers. I have been able to take some time to catch up all this shit, though. Man, I actually could use like a whole another week off. Fucking catch up all the shit as far as the old iTunes side of things. Fuck, I kind of quit. I got so behind, man. I wasn't even doing that anymore. I wasn't even downloading the hell. I wasn't even backing up episodes or fucking uploading to the iTunes side of shit. I kind of just fucking fell off. In the last few days, I was like, fuck, I need to start downloading episodes again and fucking uploading to the other side. Actually, which was, thank you guys that the couple of you guys that did reach out and go, thank you for uploading to the iTunes again, man. I kind of almost forgot about it, but it was fucking cool to see that there was still some interest over there. It was all for, not all for naught. But it's been a good time to catch up some of that as well.
Very cool.
So, boys, we should probably end it as close to the 420 as we can. I should probably get doing some shout outs. Hell, the shout outs, I gotta even gather them up. They're all in this, all wadded up at my feet and shit. I should have took some time to fucking redo the list.
I'm surprised you can remember the format of what happens next and whatnot. Oh, I say that you've done it 400 and what's this? 400. No, it won't tell me on here. It's getting close to 420, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's what has been it. Maybe I don't want 420 to come.
Yeah.
So
I'm not ready for another big fucking thing. Just let me cruise for a minute. What number is it? 403 or something?
408.
408.
Oh, wow.
Wicked.
Why,
Well, gentlemen, I would jump
volunteer to
out
do
first then.
Did you volunteer to do a 24-hour again on your?
Shut your mouth. Hell no.
Don't freak
Oh, I was
him
just
out.
gonna say, why would you? Yeah, why are you afraid of the 420 episode then?
I don't know. Probably because I don't know. It should be a marker. I don't know. 420 shows. It's a milestone. It's a milestone. I've even had, even through one of my tantrums, of talking about hanging it up, which I know deep in my heart, even if I wanted to, I don't think I can hang it up right now. But I've had, Chad Westport was like, dude, minimal. You gotta make it till 420. Come on, you're gonna call it quits. You gotta at least make that.
But
So
also, you don't have to have all or none thinking about it, Eagle, and you can have total authority over it, brother. You could do it once a month, and so it doesn't have to end. If you're worn out, take a break, man. It's not like all or nothing. Like, we are your friends. You have provided something amazing. Even if it stopped this moment, it would still be epically awesome. So it can be whatever you want it to be with absolutely no pressure. So if you aren't enjoying it, it's break time, it's relax time, it's come back to it time,
But see, then that's one thing. I kind of drag my feet about coming back on because it's hard to check back in. You built a relationship with a lot of people over the last year. You get people wanting to know what the fuck's going on. You can't just disappear. Can't just disappear, which I thought about and spoke of. But
but you're making rules up. You're saying you can't. You can do whatever you want, brother. This was a gift already. It's your gift to us. You can. So you can do what you want.
That's where things get skewed. That is honestly where things get skewed. You know, and I've spoke of this, you know, from the beginning, as far as monetization and all that other shit. It works both ways. You know, the folks that, you know, say they get whatever from this nightly thing, it's, you know, it means something to them. It means something to me too. You know, behind closed doors, when I turn off this camera, there's a single source that has been the reason for every show that has been I haven't showed up for. You know, it all relates back to that thing, that reason, that problem. And until I work that out, and which may be a whole new change in scenery, I kind of mentioned that, a little heads up on that. I honestly don't know what is next in this journey of life for me, you know, flat out. You know, it could be a change of scenery or whatever. But the fact of that is, this portion of my life, you know, I owe that when I go through that list every day, that is, you know, I am sincerely grateful for this time. God knows, you know, what other path, what outlet, you know, that's the correct word. What outlet, you know, could come about with dealing with whatever I'm dealing with, you know. And again, I don't want to drag, I'm not even trying to drag, you know, whatever's, you know. I've learned that from my good friend Subpool. You know, that was directly a do not in the playbook. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not gonna take, you know, that road and fucking. So it's been a great outlet for me to show up, hang out with you guys night after night. Most people could be fucking going out to the bar, fucking whatever, getting crazy, burying their emotions in other directions. Thank God, thank Spirit, thank whatever. I've got you guys. Keep me sane through this fucking last year and a half. And, you know, so.
It's been very healthy.
Yeah, it's been very healthy. So to say that, you know, this has been the fucking sun through the fucking clouds the last year for me. Why wouldn't I want to be here? It's fucking, you know, this has been the blessing, you know, the fucking the lining to the clouds, the silver lining. It's been, you know, fucking to shut this off. I've been more grateful for this project than anything. And a lot of things in my life, not anything, but a lot of things. This project is stand out wholeheartedly for me. I'm grateful for this experience. Give this up. You know, cannabis experience, all this stuff. That's what I'm talking to. As much as I can't give it up. And lately, as I've tried to put the pieces together and what's going to come next for me, all roads lead right back to the journey I'm on. That's the fucking, you know, so thank you guys, flat out. I might be ducking out from time to time to deal with some stressful moments that are going on behind the scenes. It's hard to fucking have a very stressful day and put on, you know, a mask like fucking nothing's going on, because I can't do that. And nor I've made
that's really unhealthy for me. That's really bad to do. Yeah.
Nor do I want to get on here and bring negativity, as I was talking to Smiley about, man. Negativity is strong, man. It can be attracted and people can take that away so easily. You know what I mean? It's just like the same way, and I'm not comparing anybody or this thing in any way to like animals. But hey, you know, you go fucking around your dog, your dog's gonna be right next to you, feeding off that negativity. So I'm not gonna fucking turn on this camera. Fuck that shit. If that's the way I'm feeling, no, I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys. Very grateful for this experience, but I'm not gonna spread that negativity, that whatever. I'll keep that at home. I'll keep it off camera, and I'll be back when, But
that's the same with us, right? But we don't run the show, so we don't feel in any way that we have to turn up. We just get to choose to turn up when we want. When this camera's off and I'm feeling like that, and I know my vibrations are bad, I'm not bringing them to you. It's not that I couldn't, because you're my friends and you help me. However, I don't want to bring those vibes and poison anyone. So I know I'll clean up and then I'll come back when I am. But you can do that too. Like, I'm just telling you, you have complete carte blanche. You don't have to feel guilty about we're good. If we know you're good or getting good, I know we all feel like, yeah, that's cool. There's no show tonight, but Eagle's fucking looking after himself. There's nothing, you can give nothing if you don't look after yourself. It's got to be the number one thing. Got to be. Sounds weird, but it's got to be.
I'll know this, guys. I'll always be okay. As a matter of fact, I've been through a lot of tough things in my life. I'll never fucking do anything fucking stupid. Life can be crazy, but it's only a challenge. It'll only make you tougher. It only makes you reassess the things that you are really sincere about in life. And especially as you get older, as I've gotten older, it's made me really assess some things this year, and I've kind of hinted to that shit on air. I've reassessed some things in my life. These are now what the things that I think are most important for me. So, yeah, it's time to clean the plate, move forward in a happy direction. That's what I've come to. Hopefully, you guys.
I think it'll feel okay when you do it if it's right. Whatever it is, you won't feel nervous if that's the right road, I guess, or you'll feel nervous because it's the right road. That's not very helpful.
It will be. You're wrong. You said it right. The latter. You feel nervous because it is the new experience, and it will feel right. You know what I mean? Anytime that you something, it should be that feeling, that fear or whatever, but it'll draw you out. It's that draw. You know what I mean? It's I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm just a little scared of it. Be honest with you, quite publicly on the air, man. It's gonna be let's see here, a habit that's been a habit or a way of life. Yeah, well, we should say correctly, that's been here for 26 years. 26 years knowing life in this crazy journey, marriage, all that, flip it out there a little bit. But so to change things that you've been doing for 26 years, waking up, having that cup of coffee, it's gonna be different, a little scary. I'm good.
Yeah.
So with that being said, thank you guys, Green 13, Mr. Smiley's Gardens. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I appreciate you guys more than I know, more than you'll ever know. Listen,
yes, brother.
Quietly behind the scenes, you guys help me more than you guys know through a lot of shit. So I got
you the man.
You guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely, bro. On that, we're gonna get out because you kicked us out at 4:20 and then spent 20 minutes telling us to get out. It's like 1:45 now. But good hanging out, man. Good to see you, Eagle. Good to see you, Green 13. Everyone in chat.
Yes, man.
So, peace out.
Have a good day, brother. Green 13. Been nice to see you guys. It has been way more needed. I should have actually did it days ago. Yes. Completely honest, on camera, and truthful. Thank you guys. So let's get some music going so I can properly get tonight ended for myself. Get started on a little bit of gardening I need to do before I pass out. Let's see here. What do we have on store? 58 of you guys, awesome people watching after a break. Means a lot, guys. Not just employees. Excuse me. Man, it's not even throwing me up some music. How odd is that? Like, you're out of battery. Gotta be something. It's all spiritual shit. Come on, YouTube. There we go. All right. Chat back up. Who doesn't mind technical difficulties? There we go. Can't find my way home. Well, you guys know first, or should know first name on the list. Chat back up. Love you guys too. Thank you, Rob. Some cool T's house thing, Bumble Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Gum Bomb, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical McGuddy, Rick T, the Rebel 92207, Fabian Selena, Steve's not here, John Spook, Great Walker, Meadow, Dope, T-Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eye Jedi, Crows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gerger, Starman, Okie Grower 75, Cody Trevor, Michael Wallace, Full Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daggy, Taco, Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, James Siemens, Kevin Hans, World's Last Hope, Pats Fan 420, Bio Minter, Dirt Road Dude, Candy Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Deb Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, S-Tone, man, miss you, man. Comments, chat. Subject, Ken Queen, Genetics, Sandy, Tanazi, Foodor, Dirt Man, Dan, Keith the Black Sales, Mr. Bosilis, Jeff Trio, Frost Bob. Hopefully, I'm going to hook up with you in a few days. Ross, Jeff, So Root, Small, Tyler, Frosty Buds, Nor Michigan, Micro, Ouija Buds, Up T-Roy, Big Jar Rose, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weaver, John Last, PPG, Green Country Grower, TJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Production, State Grower, DOA Rome Meds, Smith Nudie Grows, I Gruesome, Johnny Candace, Nutrient Shootout, Snotty, Nikki, Jillian Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Room, Global 420, I Spy, Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T2, Moon Grower, Kenny Great, Loki Rose, Cess, This Guy, Burton 79, Full Chamber, Midwest, Outlaw 31, Voodoo Alpha, Fresno Nerds, Kelly Connection, Wolverine Grove, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy One for Life, Blade, Wayback Farmer, D Block, MMP Nations Creations, Amber Line, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LT, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Day 420, Brent Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Man YG Group 3, The Green Click, JK Triple G, Mr. Sprinkly, Brittany, Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John BG, Grace for you, BG, WG 420, Dr. Rodsville, Bertram OG, Arthro Sons of Media, Arthro, Just Space 420, Beast Coast World 420, Sir House, Pray Belong, Keep It Real, Egerton 420, Sam Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT, WD, Rose, Fingers, Green Pumpkin Man, Alex, Jeff, Like, Schools, Croc, Coats, I Love it, Green Mountain Roller, Southwest, Hoagie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Brand Family Farms, H Farms, Neon Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, Duke Sail by Winds, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane, Red Garden, Streamer 77, WT, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Miss Green Pots, Miss Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Fanny Kruger Jones and Bro Pop T Bros, Brass Amy Dro Bros, Cass Girl from our podcast, Luna Green Men Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Stony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus, So, Jason Ice, P. Van David, Colby, Mason, 662, Scroggy, Nick Scroggerton, the fourth, Goddess Rose, Kaylee Burrows, Chad Brad, Family Farms, Polly P. Bjork, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, J. Huggins, UDA, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Stevens, Organic, Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Camwood, Maine Missing, Joe Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Groves, Evergreen Hayes, G Friends, Tree, MNJ, Matt S, Fable, Dragonfly B, Justin Med, Travis Walsh, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King County Titan for Blasco Seeds, Shango, Gaskell, Bassett for Life, John Smith, Tommy Draco, Smoke King Grass, Hot Little Slow Rolls, Mikey Todd, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Super, Into 11 Station, Stephanie B, sorry Stephanie, Shark Pulley 989 Brown, Sockets Garden, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Roller Painted Lady Frank Booth. Will you now? They don't even sound good. Painted Lady Frank Booth, Jay Myers, submit the chat, Mr. Manny D, Frank Booth. Bagsy, Dr. DGC, Jess Runner 911, Dutch Growth 420, Scallywag 420, Scoop 1, Metro 1, Invite Brady Go. For Growly, Lost Leaf, Lee, Liam, Mass, Danny Danko, B Bear 7, Alien Noble, CK Tom Trinidad, Rudy Jeffrey, Smoking with Smoke Town. Tim S, Mr. Lazy Raptor Grows, Automation is Freedom Rob, Automation Robert Hazleton, Door Michigan Double Tap Farms, Green Thumb 420, 808 Rudy Prospects, Cannabis Rep 8 Life, Kennedy 710, Operation Grow T-Man, TM 42696, Root Nuts, Hammered Emails, Dr. Scramble 3D, Blue Rock, She-H, F, Double J, Bio Green, Stealth Grower, AP Sticky 420 OG, KD, your Ganja Nana, your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Pete Rowan, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer Beat Rose, Ganja Wizard, Husky Birds, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Soul for Life 420, the Jeffro 420, Baby 698, Franklin Moody, Dr. Franklin Moody, that is. Goddamn, I made Ted's test. Riffin' Bad Boy, Jack Greenstock 420, 420, where you been? Boom Farms, Charlie Farms 420, Aldridge 25, Smiley's Garden, JT's, Miss T's, Smoking Rope Fraser, Rokoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Ball 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Roller, Ginger Snap, CTE, Rose, Rick Wolf, ELP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Gamekeeper, Blind Cat 420, Light Up Again, Tim, nice to see you tonight, UKSIF 420, Blue Boy, Deb, Chipwreck, Michael, MJ, Bugsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Nate Man 420, Date Man Dan, Red Sun Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, Chicha B, Most Hated Rower, Ranger General 420 Army, the American one, WJ 714, Shirate's Kinyos, and next Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot bar, Chris Martina, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Heckafade Can, Finger Lakes, Finest, Ridge Fest, Doja Moon, Southern BT, Roller, Choose Medical, Jerry, +1, Mushroom, Secret City, Hot Airs, My Little 10, 2042, Spacewalker, Christian, 3 Buck T. Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, Mike D. T. Wade, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic Guard, John Smith, Lippies, My Natural Farm, Pacific, Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kyle, Paul, Lemon, Oakville, Trent, Rita Sushi Light, 420 Grant Man, Baron Bomb, Sammy Sizzle, 81, 90s Polish, Chris Poe, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Cannon Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wires, Dan the Indoor Man, Indoors, Dan the Indoor Man, Growy's Homies, Hamilton Rose, Clip Smoke, Keystone, Canada Flag, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Relief, Issue, Austin Front Yard, Colorado, North Arizona, Beer Grove 420, North South, Jesse White, Goshane Yelly, Introvert, Genetics, Social G, Vixen, Robin, Killer 8, Mo, James Buttercream, C-Dub from NorCal, Pharmacy, C-Bag, Dreadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mayhead, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dorr, Stay Tennessee, Fabricators, Cave, Mike Noodles, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence, Solid, Slow to Get Up, Stu Move, Popco 719, Make Your Shake, Baby, Old Smoke, PWC Grow Bud, Floor Wash, history bucks. Old school grower, Chad West for Ancho Roll, Florida Nugs, my old pieces, Evan, Fudget, Sound Seeds, Goliath, Bro, Richie T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul Food Spectrum, Going God, Lori Hanson, Real, 2,000 years of tradition, Mr. DK. Kindly, Pit Jamming, Motivate, Show Me Satisfied, Fuck who I am you, I'm going well, Canadian Restore, Poor Dirt Farmer, Carl Wright, Zephyr, Humble Farm, Sanity Farm, Seldom Seen, Old Park Gardens, Hell 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012, Michael Slade Hefner, Danny McDaniels, Vitacally Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Rancher Pros Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champion, Bobby Little Lean, Scratch Digger, Mr. Mac, Tony Like Maloney, Bill S, Weed Please, Tater Delicious, Minty Country Roots, Hero on Fire, Janez, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Buzz and Cancer, Mr. Club 14, Bearded B-Man, Fire 616, Max Scroom, and Ruby.
Testosterone is what makes a man.
Is it? Is it really? Wobby, Sean Benz, Rescue Roadside. Oh, that's what the page? No. Timothy McKinnon, Neo, Justin Beans. Justin Beans, Draconic 88, Fat Belly Real, Jeffrey Steele, Kimber 03, Turk Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latino, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolf Sea, Firesaw, Wally, Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Ross and Bob, White Feather Grows, The Tiger King, I am loving it. Thank you, my friend. The K-Man Grows, PX, Gunner 81, Stiff Big Grows, Sean McCann, Jake Monks, Think Attender, Wow, Canada Roll. Ball Dog, Huron, Cannabis Council, Liz, Harris Rock, Fan, Justice Bank, 420, Ben Fresh Grove, Driving Herbs, High Boy, your man grows, do you grown Australia, grown for love of the plant, Argo Milking, Slop Poking, Unfrozen Caveman, Wise, Highest Surf Crab, Micro Goon, Jeff Lonefeld, Phobias Grows, Dan, Brownie, Sandy, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, Foraging Gardner, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Million Jensen House, Syndicate Director, MJ Coco, Brandon Ross, Matthew Gates, Steve Spag, Sean Star, Shotgun Willie, Dink, Jen, Dink Yoda, Jay Simmons, Jure Bro Bros, Clackamas Pete, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, 1978, your Michigan Grown Buds, your boy Royal, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Tiki Cola, Zilla, Sign for PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grove 707, J420, J4, J8 Grow, Cascadian Grow, Toes McGee, the four plants, A. Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Buds, Oz Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, Gassy Tempe, Annie N, D. Urs, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Jr., Leah 11, Smiles 11, Benju Buds, right, Micro Rosca, Road. Oh, God, Wobby, Sean Benz, Rescue Roadside, LLC, Notorious Dog, Magna Seeds, Brett, Father and Son, Drug Tutorials. Huh. It's a mouthful fast. Just leave it at that. Doug T. Days, Jose Ramirez Perez, Jose Martin Perez, that is on the 420 bucks. Cheaper Man, GR420 community videos. Check out that awesome community over there as well. Detroit River Rat, Louis Garcia, Monkey B, AJ every day. Captain Body, Ted Bob, Maine Grower, Cookie Scoop, Jay Kendrick, Into the Drill. Captive everywhere, backwards, all good, Italian Sales, Adam, Skankin, Chanel, Simpson, one smoke away, Ganja Roach, the Zoo, Aaron Burnett, Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln, Stinking, Unplugged 705, Angel Studios, the 420 Grove 10, Paul Kiela, John Fleming, Jacobitch, Fibro, Flower, Paul, AP, Seldom Seed, Elevated, Lenny, Organic, Sunman, Chiba, Sunny, Jeff, Papala, Rick, Cardo, Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farming, Fuck All That Be, The Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Grain, so Tony Baker, MD, Sony Creek, Russ Sonic, Prince Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man Herbert Hatch, Freebird, Moe Growers, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Tim Blake, Golf Coach, Chronic, Stink Facts. Cavalier Polaro, Harley Grower, Jet God, Jason Line 512, Steve Collins, Tom Kendricks, Property Maintenance Shopping, Sharpie. Oh, it's empty. Property Maintenance Sharpie, The Island Hayes, Scuba, Steve Speak, KRA, Farming, Barbie, Randy Page. God, I just fucked it all up. TCBR. We need to talk to you kids. Player, Killian, Wardrobe, Farming. Randy Grande, Pit 1000, Ace Boo, 3223. Wake up, Captain Freedom, Big Pumper Smiles, 50. Did you miss me down to Blue Chad, Fred G. Super 5. Roasty 808, Weekend at Burning, K-Bad, Justin Station. Song, Style, Organic, Zippy, Magnetic 31, ICKL, Beyond Flower, Brent, Boog, Ty, Kendricks, Students, KNT, Pissy D, Truth Serum, Full Time, Bo, Natty, Red, Barbara, Matthews, Ancient Soul, Grown, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, Ken of Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Lab, Low Cut, Edward, Tremblay, Mold, Mania, Meds, Raspberry, Helen, God, huge A in this, James T. Atomic Spoon, Miss Jill, Big Daddy, Elton Gardens, High Flower, 420, Lobster Brush, Form, May, Mother Tree, May, Red Pill, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Aesthetics, Shannon, Gilly, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Enough, One Smoke Away, 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Cannabis, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, Entourage Effect, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, El Mando 420, surrounded by Keith Ferrari Farms, French Dweller, Single Fathers, Happiness Without Guilt. That's it. There's a whole page there. Whole page. Whole fucking page. Well, to the other page. What the fuck, guys? Well, we know, of course, how it ends. Mr. Reed is 207, last but not least. Oh, there we go. I got it. Richard Forbes, Daniel, Amanda, people, Nick T, John Reach, One of my Prince Maddie, Daniel Bergman, Green Coffin Man, B. Dunley, James Chung, Charles Rose, 818, John Ways, Carolina Root, Sister Golden Hand, DNL, Dagarino, KF Farms, Blake, 1030, choose one, Only Feast Farmer James. Crypto Go, Jade Slam, HIP Grower, Vandal Green, Shan Marino, Chronic Wonder, Sunrise Growth, Floor Genetics, Full Vision 420, Casey Canvas, Justin Fisher, My Dog Delia, Rooster, Alex Harvey. By the way, Alex, board 13 is looking amazing, huge. Started gear, Medi Cropper, Daniel Growth for Nick Grow Med, Sunrise Growth for My Baby Girls, yeah, I know, 916, Toad, Alchemist, Ken and Nick, Soul Corner, Dixon, Roscoe, Alex Hardy, 30 Horde, Catfish, High Power, Thunder Band, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sargos, 818, Blaze Daily, Pride Pipers, Perpetual, Eagle Proud Warrior, Cyril, Cloud Score, You, Frank Lusada, the Dank Duchess, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Frank Lusada again for the fuck of it, Steve Fat. What about Bob Hill, Justin Pop Rooms, John Forsky, Jen Doe, Hugo, Dungeon Gangsta, THC4, THC4, PTSD, Tarzan, Sorry Todd, T-Bears, the Hunter Road, Swamp Camp, Halero Banker, Frank Anna Pinka, Well, Anna Pinka, that's up you go, Jen Doe, one more time, Miss Lady, Santa for hours, 4, 28 normal, Frank Guerrero, Bear Chief, Brent, Jay Brent, 74, CK Brown Guy, 420, Panther, 33 minutes, EA Breed, Sun, Roll 207, Hydro Gray, Patrick GG, Jamie Ring, Supreme Great, Stony Rockefeller, Cannabis, Caveman, Boom City Sin, Hawaii Sustainable, Med, A Midnight Roots, Dead Senate Knuckles, Polly D, Quick D, Nimble, Kid Fun, Watch, Michael D, 889 Disbanded Brothers, Brazilian Matt Joseph, Grace, Madison RX, Beef, the Chief Hydro Daily, Conservative American, Kelly, 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joyce, with Steve Trees, Johnson, with Sudoku, 710s, Oil, Upside Down, Jesse, Stevenson, Victoria, the Jets. I know I messed it up. Sorry, Victoria. What about Bob? Sacred Garden, Gus Rose, Slick Rick 8, John Pound, David Seattle, Moose Watts, Chastain Yeti, Ed Brett, and then Roan, Uncle Elmer, Austin Church, Christopher 54, Last Predator, Matthew SoCal, Sue Illinois, Family, James Cruz, Stark Porch, Head, Stoner Dude, Joe from North South Carolina, Mr. Nick Pride, PTA, Be Real, Lil, B13 Lil, out of sync a bit, guys. We're beyond. Reflections, XX Elite, GP, XX Uncle Stoner, Crispy, Treat Kitchen. That's an awesome episode right there. Growers Paradise, LED Grown Gardens, of course. Last but never least, Sweetest 207. Thank you guys for tuning in. Night after night, follow me through this crazy journey. Stay tuned. You guys know the deal. If this is the end of your night, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, have an amazing day. Moreover, please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness. Do save lives. Living, breathing example of that. If you guys uncover this crazy story of mine, oh, because they never told. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Adam from Mendocino 2020 will be here tonight at 11:30. Trying to get things back together. Back on track. I love you guys. I am grateful for this experience. Have a great day.